Femi, how are you, mate?
Yeah, very good. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Thanks for joining us. I always start these interviews with the same question. How did the move to Mill come about? Signed under Neil Harris.
Mm.
Seems like a lifetime ago now. But was there other interest from other clubs? And what made you think, yeah, I want to play my football in
Uh,
South?
there was a couple of other clubs. I'm not gonna mention who here, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
one chat with Neil Harris, and I was like, yeah, I'm sold. Said I just want to work under him. I had a really good buzz about the place, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll really grow here, and I think I'd love it. And I haven't been proven wrong. Well, not I think I know I love it here. It's a great club, great family based place, and yeah, it is home to me. It's like a family to me now, and yeah, I'm loving it right now.
Brilliant. And it's clear to see that from your form as well. But obviously, Alex Neil's a manager now. But I'll ask about his post match comments at the weekend. Obviously, your form's superb. But aside from that, he said on the interview on Mill TV that you're in the shape now of your life since you've been at the club, and he doesn't have to sub you off anymore. You know, he previously was taking you off sort of 70 minutes, but now you're playing full 90s. I just wondered what the club have done to get you to that brilliant level of physicality and fitness. And have you done anything yourself for your own back, maybe outside the club?
I think a big part is obviously having a full pre-season here, isn't it? I think I had a pre-season at Reading before I moved here, and obviously that's completely different in terms of what they do compared to what we do here. To be fair, I was driving a lot. I think the biggest thing for me at the time, I was driving like 2 hours from Reading to here every single day.
Right.
2 hour one way, 2 hour back, and it wasn't sustainable for me and my body. And I learned pretty quickly that I couldn't do this. So obviously I had a little one. He wasn't even a year old last season, so it was one of those where rushing back to get to see him, so I don't miss much of his development. And I'm just sat in the car 4 hours a day. It wasn't great for my body. So I think obviously moving to where I live now is like 20 minutes away. Big difference. Big difference, obviously, full preseason here. I think naturally as well, when you progress in your career, I think you learn what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So I think I know what works physically for me. I know how to, I guess, conserve my energy in the match so that I'm not running or sprinting out around everywhere. You know, it's when I need to sprint or when I need to run, I run. If not, then I'm kind of like just me being more tactical aware. And obviously, the gaffer now, Alex Neil, has done a fantastic job, and obviously the sports science and the physios here have really helped me acclimatise to that championship level and progress.
That's brilliant, mate. Next question I want to ask you is your trademark celebration. How did it come? I'm hoping there's a story behind it, but especially for the Leeds fans, because after that FA Cup win, went a little bit nuts in it on social media. Yeah, is there a story behind that with DJ Femi?
Yes, it's an inside joke I had with one of my old sports science at Reading. I was injured at the time, and he looked like Charlie Sloth. I used to call him Charlie Sloth, the DJ. And then when I came back from injury, he was like, "When you score, you're going to do that DJ celebration," and they're just stuck ever since, really.
Yeah, it really rattled a few Leeds fans on social media. But moving on from that, you mentioned your family earlier. I follow you on social media, obviously, so I want to ask you what it's like when you're at the den on a Saturday or midweek, and I don't think it's unfair to say you're the man at the moment at the minute, but you're on fire, you're getting bums off seats with your flair and your excitement. What's that contrast like? I'm obviously a father of two myself. I know you've got a young family, like I said, when you're got everyone chanting your name and you're on fire and you're getting all these plaudits in the press, and then you go home at the weekend and you're pumpkin picking or changing nappies. How does that help keep you grounded? That was obviously a brilliant feeling, but how do you manage that balance?
Yeah, it helps keep me grounded. To be honest, I don't really pay too much attention about all the plaudits and I guess all the hype around my performances recently. I think it's easy to get caught up in it, and I've learned just to be consistent. Don't get too high, don't get too low in the moment. Just be consistent. And obviously having a 17-month-old baby and obviously a missus who's pregnant at the moment, they're very good at keeping me grounded and back down to earth. If I'm high, no, you're changing the nappy now. He's on a number 2. You're changing that nappy now. No, I don't care if you scored. You're changing the nappy. You're getting him to bed. I don't care. So
yeah, that's brilliant, mate. That's great.
yeah.
My next question was: so the type of player you are, who were your heroes growing up? What players did you aspire to be like?
So like the Ronaldinhos, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Robinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, Messi, loads of players like that. Ian Robbins. I could go on. Rivaldo's. Yeah, there's so many players. I like that there's players who like get at players, they like, show some sort of flair, running behind, get the goals. That's the sort of player that I try to base myself around.
Have you got any pre-match superstitions?
Not really. Not
No,
really. It's just
not
listening to
superstitions.
the same music, doing the same stuff. I think it's just being consistent, really. It's not really superstitious. It's just making sure that I've just being consistent. Really, that's the main thing.
Have you got? I'm not sure you can see me. I think you can only hear me, but I've got a couple of our kits in the back there.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, you can see it. These three kits from this season. Have you got a kit you like the most or prefer to play in?
Ooh, I love the home kit.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm Yeah, I'm glad they got rid of the collar because I wasn't a fan of the collar last season. I'm glad they got rid of that. Yeah, I'll probably say home kit, away kit, and third kit in that order.
lovely. And away grounds. Have you got an away ground you're looking forward to going to most this
Uh,
season still to come?
Not really, actually. Anywhere. I haven't really been thinking about it like that. I just take it every game, one game at a time. But now that you mention it, probably Leicester, maybe. Trying to think, Middlesbrough as well, maybe. Just the big stadiums.
You'll score wherever, mate. You don't care, do you?
As long as I'm playing, and as long as we win.
Lots of brilliant performances and goals, even recently. But since you've been at the club, what's your favourite goal and performance from yourself, and why?
Goal, I think that's easy to pick out, isn't it?
Yeah, I did think, but I thought I'd give you the.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Performance, I'll probably say Leicester, I'll be honest. I think it was just a cohesive performance. I think everyone was just at it. And I didn't go down with cramp. So.
Don't point at me for that, but I can't even run it.
Yeah, no, I think Leicester probably my favorite performance. I think
Oh,
goal. So.
I thought you'd have gone with Leeds. Maybe no. Fair
No,
enough.
you know what? I think that's up there, but I think Leicester obviously is a league game. They put out their strongest team, so I think Leicester definitely.
Should you have got man of the match the weekend? I know Kramer got it, but
I think I got it as well, didn't I?
oh, did you on the club poll? I'm sure I thought Kramer got it.
Monster one, still man of the match in my eyes. I bought the bottle of champagne that's going to sit on my.
That's all that counts, then, mate. Thank you. Just finally, thanks for your time. I just want to say, I hope there's a couple of fire extinguishers in the background, just in case, because if there is, carry them around me, mate, because you could go up at any time at the minute.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Azeez.
Cheers. Hello, Femi. Nice to talk to you. Last time I met you, I did a fantastic interview with you, and I forgot to press record. It was one of the great lost interviews of all time. It was
I never told him about that either.
No, I thought I'd let him know. Apologies for that, Femi. Anyway, good to talk to you again now, mate. I go, as you can see, I go back a long way at Millwall, and I was trying to think the other day when I last saw a Millwall side playing such great football. It's an absolute joy to watch. You're on fire at the moment. 4 goals in 4 games, incredible. I mean, how does it work? Does the manager give you license to be creative? I mean, obviously there's work to be done in the football framework, but some of the flicks and the moves that you're all pulling off. Turno Ballo, I saw a reel of him the other day. It's incredible. Are you given a license, so to speak, when you go out onto the pitch? How does it work in football?
I guess so. I think as an attacking player, your job is to create, isn't it, and to score goals.
Yeah.
Whatever you see fit in the moment, I think is one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the manager doesn't come up to me and say, "Oh, you need to produce some magic." So it's one of them where like
that would be good, wouldn't it?
It just comes naturally. It's like
yeah,
it just comes naturally. It's one of those where if you're enjoying your football more, you're going to see more flicks. If you need to tuck in and whatnot, and like I guess be a block of like defense.
Yeah,
not really going to see as many flicks, but I think it's dictated by the game, isn't it? Like for example, Leicester the other day were enjoying our football. Stoke, in fact, the last 4 games we're enjoying our football. You're going to see more personality come out and more flicks and tricks, I guess.
I mean, I suppose it helps being surrounded by really good players. I wanted to mention the squad. Obviously, you're the man at the moment. I don't want to keep pushing that, but you're part of a team, and there's some great players. I mentioned Ballo already. I've been really impressed with. Derek has come into the team from lower level French football. It's quite incredible. There seems to be a real team spirit amongst the squad at the moment. Everyone seems to be really enjoying themselves. Is that fair?
Yeah, definitely is. I think we've all got good chemistry. I think Millwall have been good over the years of having a squad that likes each other. It's ironic to say it, like each other, but it's true. You go to dressing rooms and people don't really like each other. You've got egos that take over the dressing room. Here, I think it's just everyone's all down to earth. Everyone likes each other. Everyone enjoys each other's company, which is obviously refreshing, and it shows on the pitch, doesn't it? It translates.
Must make your job easier as well when you've got quality behind you. The defensive performances at the moment are jaw-dropping. I thought that the second half on Saturday was something to behold. It makes your job easier going forwards, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, and like, big credit to the back four and obviously Max and goal. I think
Yeah,
they've done an incredible job. And as an attacking player, like you said, like I can do whatever I want going forward. If I lose the ball, obviously it's not great, but if I lose the ball, I know that I've got those people behind me to sweep up the mess and we can go again. So I think it's always confidence, knowing that I can go forward, I can create, I can do what I want.
Yeah.
Shackles on. And if I lose the ball, so be it, we win the ball back.
Yeah, that's a real standout point I've noticed recently. It's wonderful to watch it, Femi. I mean, as a fan sitting upstairs, it's a real joy to watch at the moment. So congratulations to everybody. I know I was reading an interview of Alex Neil who says it's a privilege to manage the squad, but also we're only at the start of the season, so you've got to keep doing it week by week. That's
exactly. Like I said, it's easy to get carried away, and we're only into the season, so we've got I think Mia said we got 32, 36 games, something like that left.
Something like that, yeah.
So we've got
a long, hard season, isn't it? Yeah.
6 months of football. We've got loads of football to play, so we can do well now. But then the main thing is how we end up, and if we continue how we're going, I think sky's the limit for us. I think.
I agree. Yeah. One of the best sides I've seen in many, many, many years at Millwall. So one last question. This is a standard question you ask when you interview players. If you weren't a footballer, what would you be? Do you ever think about that? I mean, you've come through the non-league, so you must have crossed your mind. What if this doesn't work out? Would you ever had any other careers in mind? Or
it was between footballer or pilot.
A pilot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I love aviation and all that stuff. So
wow,
yeah, big fan of it.
I wasn't expecting that.
What were you expecting then?
I don't know really. I mean, every time I've mentioned it, we've done a few bits and pieces over the years. I mean, most players say I've never wanted to be anything else other than the football, and I kind of get that. But I suppose it must cross your mind, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I wasn't expecting pilot. That's a good choice. I like that choice.
I've always had a passion for it, to be fair, and obviously going the non-league route and not having a club. I was doing my A levels. I had to think about it. I had no choice but to think about, all right, if I don't get a trial, if I don't get an opportunity in football, what am I going to do?
Yeah, it must cross your mind. Yeah,
you get the luxury when they're in academies to know, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, but it doesn't work out like that. So I think.
Does that remain obviously life of a footballer is comparatively short compared with life. So does that remain an ambition, perhaps?
Yeah, of course.
When the game's finished,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, let me know when I fly with you because you're a good player. So trust you flying a bit. Really appreciate your time, Femi. Thank you, mate.